friends, it's Ellen here at Yarn Doc, and thanks for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. I'm glad you're here, and if you're returning, hello old friend, good to see you again. So today I have kind of an unboxing from Lichen and Lace. This is a fairly well-known Canadian hand dyer. And this was supposed to be part of my Canada series. But I think Loki the trickster got involved, and I had a most unusual experience. And I had actually made the whole video where I have unboxed this yarn. But I had actually a rather traumatic experience, and I will show you a little bit of footage for that because it actually happened on camera. And I was just going to go ahead and post the video, but I didn't feel right about doing that. This is a Canadian company, and they have a good international reputation, and really I can't see any way they were at fault for what happened. So I will show you a little bit of video of what happened, and then we'll come back and I will tell you how they responded when I contacted them, and actually properly show you the yarn. Hi yarn friends. So I was very excited to order from Lichen and Lace. It's one of the most famous Canadian dyers, I think. I hear about them often and see them in a lot of places and a lot of yarn stores. And so I actually went through their Etsy shop and ordered some that I was excited and a little nervous about, to be honest, because of what I chose. And I ordered it to meet me at my mother's house on this trip, which is where I'm filming from, which is why things looked a little different. I'm only going to show you this side. The other side is worse. This is fish. I am extremely allergic to fish, but there is no denying this smell. So I don't know if it's some kind of fish oil, fish guts, what. And I don't know where this happened in the process. It's awful. So like everybody's up and running around here. The kids are all running around, and yet I'm still sitting here making this video because this has to get thrown out. I can already feel it in my throat. I'm not going to be able to use the yarn. I'm not going to be able to touch it. It is all over this yarn. And so it's only on one end of the yarn, so I will hold it up. You will get to see it. But this is super disappointing. And I don't know if it's the postal service that's responsible for it, or like, I just don't know when it happened in the process, but it didn't happen here. So, it's not starting off great. And so anything I say about the yarn, understand it is colored by this experience. And you know, what are the chances? What are the chances that this happens to a package that they send? I'm sorry, I'm having trouble breathing. I really, I'm gonna have to come back. Okay, took some medicine. My husband got rid of the package. Unfortunately, it's all through the yarn. Like, I can smell it from the yarn. After I tell you about it, I'm gonna have to throw it out. Super disappointing. Super disappointing. That's I'm coming back from throwing it out. So I told you that I was excited and nervous. And part of the reason I'm nervous is because what I ordered had a rustic in the title. And you know I am not a rough yarn kind of person. But I really, really wanted to order this yarn. It is 100% wool, minimally processed by the oldest woolen mill in Canada, which is in New Brunswick. And so this is, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna touch it as lightly as possible. So it is 100% Canadian wool. It is 56 grams for 215 yards. It's made in Canada, and it's hand dyed again by Lichen and Lace. Hand wash, lie flat to dry. You would have to, like, there's no wiggle room on this one for sure, which also makes the fact that it came covered in fish just extremely disappointing, because I have to throw out this beautiful yarn. Like, I have no choice. I can hardly sit here with it. So it's a rustic heathered look, as you can see there. Lots of beautiful dimension. And if you like wool, from the little bit that I've been able to feel, you would like this. If you don't mind that grabby, or some people even like it. I think it works quite well for knitters with color work. So this color is sage, and I actually bought 3 of them. This one is mouse. It's hard to read, and I unfortunately have to be very careful about touching it, and frost. So this was the colorway that I had in mind. And I was gonna do something color worked. I won't get to do anything with it now. I'm sorry, I'm harping on that, and I know it's not the yarn's fault. They have really nice ball bands. I mean, they've got, a lovely logo. It's very pretty, recognizable, but these are actually stitched closed. So a lot of attention to detail, a lot of class and elegance in the place. It did come with a stitch marker, but as you can see there, it's got this, a fish gut goo on it. And the stitch marker says handmade. I don't know if you can see that or not. So yeah, that was crazy. Totally crazy. And unfortunate. But I had put the video together, I'd edited it, and I was going to upload it. And then I thought, I should at least tell them what has happened, because the more I thought about it and the more I sort of calmed down, got off the medicine that allowed me to breathe again, but also makes me a little bit loopy, and I was pretty over emotional at that time. I thought, okay, I will contact them and at least let them know what happened. And yeah, that just seemed like the right thing to do. So I did. They responded immediately, like the same day I sent the email, and were like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Do you want a replacement yarn? And I kind of had to. I could not touch this stuff without reacting. And so they resent it. But I had it sent to my mother's address, as she is also in Canada, and that was just better for shipping and taxes and all of that lovely stuff. So I had to wait for her to come and visit me, which, yes, she is here and enjoying the grandchildren, and we're having a wonderful time together. But I now have the replacement from Lichen and Lace. Again, this is from the, this is their Rustic Heather yarn, and Rustic Sport yarn, from the oldest mill in Canada, which is also in New Brunswick. And let me see here. The first one did not come wrapped in plastic, so I'm wondering if that was a concession to what happened, just to at least protect the yarn this time. I appreciate that extra little touch of care. It is a nice thick plastic. Nothing was going to get through this. But like, what are the chances? What are the chances that someone with a deadly seafood allergy gets a shipment of yarn covered in fish guts? Well, I guess New Brunswick is a major fishing hub in Canada, and I don't know, was on the wrong truck. So it comes with all of the Lichen and Lace information there, with the socials and the email. The website, they have their own website. I believe I purchased through Esty, but they have their own website, which is just www.lichenandlace.com. And lots of local yarn stores and that carry their yarn as well. So I think this is like a little paper airplane stitch marker. So that's very cute. And then we have the 3 colors. The green looks a little bit lighter than the first one I had, and the blue looks a little bit darker, but that's totally fine. So this is it is the Rustic Heather Sport. Good. 100% Canadian wool, 56 grams for 250 yards, made in Canada. Hand wash, lie flat to dry. And so this is the sage color. This is the frost color. It's very pretty. And this is snow. So I was kind of going with a winter theme here, and I love sage green. It's just such a beautiful color and I just thought that was a lovely color palette. I do have a project in mind for this yarn, and I'm going to do that together with you in a later video. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with this yarn. So I thank Megan at Lichen and Lace very much. I appreciate her willingness to just sort of handle the situation. Unfortunately, this happened the day before I was leaving Toronto, but it arrived at my mother's condo, I think within 48 hours of us leaving. So they shipped it out immediately. They got it there very quickly. So as far as customer service went, it was excellent. I think this is the first time I've actually had to use customer service with a yarn company before. So that was great. And I can say that was absolutely no trouble at all, and sort of helped turn around the whole situation. I will say it is a rustic wool, and I am not planning to use it for garment making. I'm planning to make a household item actually for this room. And as I said, I plan to do that together with you on a future video. So overall, my experience with Lichen and Lace was quite a roller coaster. Quite a roller coaster. But I think as far as the company goes, it is a good company. They acted quickly to sort of rectify the situation and make me whole as much as they could. And I appreciate this extra level of care. That was quite considerate. So I don't know what happened there. I really think, you know, Loki was playing tricks on me. And, or Murphy made some kind of crazy law that, that the girl allergic to fish is going to get a package covered in fish guts. Like, and I don't know how I got to sitting down filming without realizing what was happening, but you could sort of see it happen. And why I kept like sort of treating myself and then coming back to the video, I wasn't in my right mind. I just wasn't. So that was my life and death experience buying yarn. It's the first time I've had a life and death experience with the yarn world. Do you think I can sell the story to Hollywood or something? I don't know, but I am happy to have the yarn. I am able to laugh about the whole situation now, and I think Lichen and Lace and Megan, the owner there, handled the situation appropriately. And so I am looking forward to working with my really about as Canadian as you can get yarn. And yeah, I hope the next time that I purchase from them, it goes much smoother. I'm sure it will. Lightning doesn't strike twice, right? If you have enjoyed this misadventure, why don't you subscribe? It's totally free. It won't cost you anything, but it is very, very helpful to the channel. I'm really working on getting my subscribers up so I can create a community section on here where we can discuss things and share our projects together and do that. So if you would go ahead and subscribe, I would really appreciate that. Feel free to turn your notifications on. And, you know, if you like the fact that I'm still alive, why don't you go ahead and give it a thumbs up? Because apparently the algorithm likes that. So thumbs up for Ellen's still alive, and thumbs up for Lichen and Lace. And until next time, friends, have fun stitching.